gotta go to it on my phone.
All right, we're on.
We're on?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first ever Ron and Grant show. We are not ready to go forward with a full-on show. And by the way, your phone is invisible, Grant.
Ooh, nice. It's a ghost phone.
It's a ghost phone, so no phones.
I'm just checking
here.
our. Okay, we are streaming, so that's
okay.
good.
You look blurry to me. Hey, folks, there is no news here, but if you want to see us trying to figure out how to do the podcast, the Ron and Grant show, then stick around and you're going to get to watch us figure this out live, and you're going to get to help us make decisions on exactly what we're doing. The first thing I can say is the echo is going to drive me absolutely nuts. I hear myself three. Okay, so let's see. Okay, we're going to take the headphones off, but we're going to see the comments. Y'all start putting some comments in.
So we're on.
I can't see comments though. How do I see comments on mine?
What do you mean? You just
yeah.
Maybe you can view them on here, but we could probably
maybe I can have Facebook open. I need to get Facebook open on this desktop. I'll open it on my computer here, and we'll see. I'm gonna text and say hello, everybody.
Well, all of a sudden, it's because maybe I'm too close to the camera. The closer I get to the camera, the more ghostly I become.
Okay, so apparently the stream is definitely delayed on here.
Well, I saw that, but then I clicked on the actual thing, and it turns this live. So click on it.
Oh, okay. Oh, hey, yeah, you're both very clear. Is there any feedback, Pam? Are you hearing any feedback on your end? Hey, DC, but we're trying to figure this stuff out. And as you know, I am not a guy with this. Are we getting any? Are you getting feedback from us at all? How's the video look on y'all's end? It looks good. I guess I got it live on my phone right here. It's definitely delayed. Okay, Grant, let's show this. If you would, folks, we're really and truly asking for opinions. We've got this screen like this, and then Grant, if you would, give us the other one. And by the way, everybody wanted to see the Grumpy shirt. I've got the Grumpy shirt right here. So I'm going to show you the Grumpy shirt. So if anybody wants to see the Chris Mode shirt, I've got it. I've got it right here. So you can see this. I'm not going to show it to you just yet. You got to stick around and help us out. So if you want to see the Grumpy shirt, while we figure that out. Okay, they said turn yours down just a bit. So turn what's mine on now?
Turn what down?
My microphone, probably. My volume. Like I might be coming across too loud. I also am loud.
You do yell.
I always do. Because I'm deaf. I am deaf.
Could you just turn it down?
Clark, how are you?
Right now for this, we're running off of this.
Oh, I am running off of that. I'm not running off of this.
Off them for right now.
Okay, so I don't need to stop. I can stop looking at that thing. Okay.
Just try not to yell, but you'll end up yelling anyway, as you do.
I do. Okay, little echo. Okay, we got to get that figured out. The echo. Okay, well let's try the video screen thing though real quick.
Okay.
Let us know
on YouTube. You're saying?
Huh?
Talking about YouTube?
No, where you had this made us full screen where we were closer to them.
Okay.
Ooh,
scary.
That's a little too close. Scary. I'm gonna say that's a little too close. You guys let us know. Is that a little too close? Just for your feedback you're hearing. Yeah, no, I've turned it. We're too close to each other. We're literally right across. Like I can reach across and touch them.
I wonder if it would help if I blocked mine off a little from you or something.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so what do you guys think? Definitely not this. Go back to the other one. Show them the other option again because I don't want to have this. Like that's a little too 4K up my nose.
What about this background? Let's see. Let's change this background.
Okay. Well, hey, what did y'all think of the intro too? Ooh, spaceships.
Interesting.
I like that.
Okay.
Stay with Ukraine. Oh yeah. Leave that up there. Leave that up there for sure. Stay with Ukraine because we're gonna talk about it. Oh, you're Viridian experts,
but
sure.
It's not transparent, so we're behind it. So I don't.
Oh, I like the stand with Ukraine though.
Okay.
Do you all stand with Ukraine? Look, while you're figuring this out, and we're doing audio tests. I'll tell you a little story.
Continue to give us feedback on the audio and if it's continuing to echo or if maybe it was just your phone.
Yeah, if you would, please, everybody give us continuous feedback on the audio. If you notice anything different, if it gets worse, Grant's staring at the screen, looking as ugly as he does, trying to fix the audio. So anyway, I had a story about Russians.
Does that come through?
Oh yeah, I could hear it.
You could hear it?
What was
Ask
it?
them if they could hear it. Hang on.
Can y'all hear this?
Here's you after you tell me that I'm ugly. Is that good? Could they hear
I
it?
heard it.
Do you think they could hear
Could
it?
y'all hear it? I don't know. Let's see. Could y'all hear it? Could y'all hear the sound effect? Jennifer Harmon said, background sign VAH, gotta go. Oh yeah, I had a meeting earlier today. I want you to know that was all about replacing all the city councilors that I've sued, and we're going to start a PAC. And I'm you scared me there. You know, we're going to see him going towards that board. I'm going to like jump up. I was going to tell a story about Russians too, and now I'm talking about Vanessa Hall Harper. Y'all give him continuous audio feedback while I talk about the Russians, because if you don't know this, I hate the Russians, right? Putin needs to put me on the execution list. I want to be on there. I want to earn my way onto the Putin execution list. I want to be persona non grata in Russia, just like I am in Oklahoma, in the Capitol or at the OMA, right?
Especially
So look,
OBDD.
oh yeah, OBDD. Well, they don't like any marijuana. Just look behind the desk.
You guys stink. Get out of our lobby.
God,
bless them.
Woodward.
Bless their little hearts.
Bless their little hearts. Have you seen that movie with there's a movie with the guy from The Office, BJ Novak.
Okay.
And he is a podcaster. You might could get some tips by watching that movie.
Pam, that's true. I could. Pam, you say that you can't hear. You can't hear whenever I do like this applause or the music, crickets, trombone. You guys can't hear any of that stuff?
Oh, they did not. No. We got to get the audio in there. Keep working on that and figure that out.
All right.
While I tell them about the Russians.
Let's see.
All right. So here's the thing about the Russians. Well, I grew up, I was born in 1979. And if you know anything about the 80s was all about teen love with the breakout hit for Jennifer Grey, Patrick Swayze. Do we know the movie?
Are you aging yourself right now?
I am aging myself, of course. But do we know? My sisters made me watch this movie so many times that I started to like it. I can admit it, and I like the music from Ghost.
Patrick,
Demi Moore, Whoopi Goldberg, Patrick Swayze was in Ghost. This is a
okay. I wasn't totally off Patrick Swayze, right?
Okay, he was also in Roadhouse. That's not the movie I'm
talking about.
Okay, so they were in a great movie where they danced. Do you know what that was?
Oh, I do, but I'm not going to think of it right now.
Come on. Do you guys know what movie I'm talking about? Come on, you guys have to know. They went to Kellerman's. Dirty Dancing. They went to Kellerman's. Well,
he said Red Dawn. That is a good movie, though.
But Red Dawn, and that was the thing. So the second one, they didn't do dancing in Red Dawn. They did Russian killing in Red Dawn. And see, I want you to understand that when I grew up, I thought the Russians were going to be parachuting down outside of my school, and I was going to get to go battle some, because we did a fantastic job in the 80s of propagandizing, Hollywood, of propagandizing the Cold War. I mean, some of my favorite movies of all time. I mean, you've got Top Gun, you've got Red Dawn.
Yeah.
A lot of the great spy movies were the Hunt for Red October. I mean, The Crimson Tide.
That's a good one.
You've got all these fantastic. What other ones am I missing, folks? Which ones am I missing? Russians don't like VHH either. Look, only the people that she figures out how to get improper money to through applying for a CO3C.
Try that again.
Yeah, it's been a long week. Yesterday, I thought that we went to court. I went to court and got had the hearing with Wiggins on Monday.
Oh, God.
Because it was the day before. I literally forgot what happened the day before, and it was the day before. That's how long this time has been. So, anyway, okay. What do you think of the backdrops? By the way, my backdrop is brought to you by Banksy. If you do not know Banksy, he's an amazing artist. And I will announce now that when we launch the podcast officially, Grant, I'm going to tell you that we're going to do a contest, and it's going to be pick Ron's next tattoo, and it's going to be a Banksy tattoo.
That seems extremely dangerous.
No, but it's going to be a Banksy tattoo.
I'm sure people could find some pretty embarrassing stuff.
Well, we're not going to be like Mr. Boats, whatever they did, or Mr. Big Boats. I remember the contest with the inner any names. So we're going to limit it to Banksy, which, maybe we should limit it to Ukrainian Banksy ones.
Sure.
Because there's some pretty good ones out there. Speaking of Ukraine, let's see how this works, you guys. Let's check out the latest and let's watch some Ukrainians shoot the heck out of some Russians, shall we? Let's see how this works. We got a video clip for you, and we'll see if this works appropriately.
Граната! Завязывай. Мороз.
Grant, were you ever in anything like that?
Пошел. Иду!
Yeah, you told me about that. I heard you were just a glorified chauffeur. I don't know what is that what you're doing?
Сюда, бежу!
Battery commander around and stuff. Okay, so you're just a taxi driver, is really all you are.
Basically. For the most part.
Of course, I kid. You know this.
Well, it's true. So I would call it a little bit more of a risky taxi than average.
Yeah, like roadside bombs. What were you were telling me an interesting story about the trash. What was that story?
Well,
the Russians are still the Russians. Can y'all? Oh yeah, we forgot about the video. Can y'all?
Oh yeah, can they hear the video or not?
I can hear it.
Can they hear the audio from?
Not really able to hear you.
Oh, good. So they can hear the video.
Okay, so you can hear the video.
We're on
The background's a little. Okay, they said the background. Oh, War Games. Yes, Matthew. Broderick. What was her? Ali Sheedy. Was it Ali Sheedy?
You know I'm not a movie buff.
Oh, who else? It was Matthew Broderick. If you've not seen War Games, man, you've not seen so many great movies. War Games was an amazing movie. By the way, have y'all heard? Y'all were able to hear the video, so we turned that off.
No, they were able to hear the video.
Yeah, they don't like the background. They said it looks a little bit like a lava lamp, and I don't disagree.
Oh, that.
You know what it looks like? It looks like that Michael. You know what it looks like? I got a funny story. Wait, don't choose the background yet.
I already did.
No, check.
Okay.
Oh no, the one that's moving around. It looks like my shoe.
It does look a bit like your shoe.
Look, it's my shoe. My shoe today. In case you wanted to know, this is what I'm wearing today. And look, the background, it's just like my shoe. Oh yeah, y'all still want to see the grumpy shirt? Let me do that real quick before I forget. Slide this thing on. Yeah, if people saw me sliding on a shoe like that, they'd kill me. I'm going to show you the grumpy shirt. Okay. In case you do not know, there was a guy claiming to be for patients named Chris Moe, and he now is a lobbyist working. I hear from Metric. I hear that and he's running around with Ryan Kiesel, who had the 820 thing, and essentially started this war with a terrible petition by running a terrible petition and doing a terrible job. My guess, I wonder how much money they spent on companies that are their own or money that they put in their own pockets. But hey. Anyway, I don't know that to be true, but anyway, a long time ago, Chris started attacking me, and I realized that he was not a good person. And when I sort of reached that conclusion, I'm done. And he was running some state campaign stuff that was really bad. He'd written some really bad stuff. It was going to kill the program. It was awful, and I was against them. And he got terrorized, rightfully, when he came out for those, and I had advised him against it, and he didn't listen to me because he's only in it for himself. That's what it comes down to. Anyway, long and short of it is, like I've been getting gifts today or recently. And by the way, 1602 South Main Street, Ron Durbin. If you send me one of those things that make a mess, just understand that you're just making it harder for my employees because I am not going to clean that up. So don't send that. I will literally just be like, hey, somebody clean that up. I am not going to do that. But anyway, I do appreciate gifts. And here was one that was sent to me by some people, and it was a shirt. And I've never shown anybody this shirt outside of the people at the office who've all seen it. And one of the girls walked in and they're like, what is that? And I'm like, I didn't do it. So anyway, here's the
motorcycle helmet.
Here's the shirt. There you go, folks. Here's the shirt. And if you don't know about the prior shirts, see, he used to sell shirts with a motorcycle helmet and his beard down here. And so apparently somebody decided to, let's get a close-up of that so you all can see it really well. There we go. They decided to just do a little visual editing on this thing. And there you go. There's the Uncle Grumpy 2.0 shirt.
What does that represent?
It represents Uncle Grumpy not standing for patience. And yeah, that's what I'd say. Okay. This is the anti-Uncle Grumpy thing. Whoever made this shirt, if you want to claim credit for it, post it in the comments so that they know I did not make this. But I'm proud. I think it's hilarious. And look, I kept it because I'm gonna get it framed one day. I just got to figure out how I'm going to explain to people and where I'm going to hang it. I might put it in the bathroom. Yeah. I might put it in the bathroom. So every time you're peeing, maybe I can get stickers made.
Oh, you should use it as the little urinal the toilet roll. No, the toilet rugs. Remember that? Use it as a cut a
toilet rug. Yeah. No, but I'm thinking like there's like little round discs things, but then there's like the little things with the little spiky things on them. I don't know why they make them spiky, by the way. I wonder why are they spiky? Is it like to deflect the urine so it doesn't like splash?
Yeah, they're like soft little spikes. So when you pee on it, then it like
diverts it. Okay. Okay. So it cuts down on the backsplash. Mm-hmm. Okay. People still don't seem to understand that though. I mean, like every time I walk up to a urinal, I had to like hold because I wear nice shoes, and so like I'm like standing like my feet like 5 feet apart, trying to keep out of where people like I don't know. Just what's the problem with people? Why can't they hit the target?
It's a big target too when you're talking about a urinal.
Right.
How do you miss that?
I don't know, but they do all the time.
Like you're right up against it.
I mean, yeah, you're like staring at the urinal. Like, like you're so close to it. Like, I mean, you're hanging over the end of it. So like, there's no drippage reasons. Right. So like, and you should know to shake. Not shake. Not too many times. Because then your neighbor might start thinking that you're, engaging in some inappropriate behavior. We send people to jail for that in Oklahoma. Yes, speaking of sending people to jail for that in Oklahoma, there is an announcement that Representative Fettgetter is working on some legislation. And the legislation that he's working on is to make things like rape one, rape of a child, sex trafficking, and a few others 100% crimes.
That'd be awesome.
Right. So we're taking those things and we're going from 85% crimes to 100% crimes. Representative Fettgetter has that bill in the legislature. I don't know exactly what's happening, but if you've seen what happened in Okmulgee, if you've not seen the tragedy that happened there, you should really check it out. And Representative Fettgetter, as he always does, really fights for his community. That's I like that background with the Plain Viridian experts. We need to change that logo to Viridian Legal, though, Grant. Viridian Legal is what that needs to say. All right, yeah, we're a sponsor. Viridian Legal is a sponsor. I do like that one as well, Jennifer. I think that one's a good one. Biker Fox says, Grant, I am looking for you.
Well, I'm here.
I
had to describe my girlfriend.
Oh, he gets headaches. And a little anxiety on occasion. I can't imagine what would cause that. Could Iraq have caused any of that problems?
You never know, do you?
Anyway. Oh, hey, I heard I was a closet racist today.
Yeah, who said that?
You did. No, you told me that somebody said that about me.
I showed you. Sorry.
Right. I thought that was quite funny.
Yeah, I mean, representing.
I'm talking about funny. Forget they can do whatever they want to.
Yeah.
They're the racists because they don't like me because I'm Caucasian, and I will go back to what that awesome lady said to me on Black Wall Street on Saturday because she said something great, and she said I was Irish, and therefore she referred to me as something. I cannot repeat the word, but she said, inside, I qualify, and therefore I'm a good person. And then she took selfies of herself on my phone before she took pictures of Grace and I posted them from the weekend. It was awesome down there.
Somebody says the background's a little much. What do you think? Just a neutral, plain old, like peach?
No, I wonder if they're talking about our background. I think
no, I think they're talking about
Are you talking about the We the People thing? I think it's We the People thing is way too much and overdone. It's way too much and overdone.
It's fine.
Yeah, there's too much going on yours. Mine's not.
Here's an idea. How about you worry about your background, I worry about mine, and then we'll let them choose the background.
Well, look, it is the Ron and Grant show.
Yeah,
let's just
remember on the left, Ron on the right.
Let's just remember who comes first.
Okay, oh, so you get to pick both screens? Doubtful.
The floating black and white with the vibrant colors were hard on the eyes. I got you. Okay. Now I was firing a long rifle. That background looks good. Thank you, Ryan. Appreciate that.
She's saying the peach is better.
Yeah, what do y'all think of okay, so what about the backgrounds behind us? I mean, I think his is too much. Can y'all please tell him that his is too much? How many people are watching this live? It doesn't even
matter who tells me.
How many people are watching this live
right now? People is not going anywhere.
Normally, when I go live, I can see how many people are watching live. Hey, will y'all do me a favor and hit like on this thing? Y'all are not hitting like. Y'all go hit like real quick.
There's only 23 people on it. I wonder
how. I only have one like on it. I mean, come on. I know this is boring.
You're not updated. There's like 15 likes on here.
Okay, well, hit more.
But
shoot some comments there. More comments, please.
Oh, Kelly says, I like We the People. Boom!
I mean, I like We the People. I love that. But the background, I mean, does it look not professional? See, I can see the green screen behind him. It just doesn't look as professional.
Both backgrounds too much.
Okay. So can you go to just a plain background for me?
No, yeah, you can.
Okay, so I can just click this little button maybe?
Yeah. No, that. Oops. Okay, hang on. Let me.
Oops. Raj should not touch buttons.
Okay, you're going to.
You're supposed to vote for me. Oh, gosh, darn it. Hey, Bison Rose, how are y'all? Lovely seeing you guys. By the way, if you have not tried their products, you need to. They're absolutely amazing. And I'm not paid to say that. A little bit, not any. We're doing fantastic, Anthony Smith. I saw that you plan on going to all. By the way, folks, in the comments is Anthony Smith. I do not talk about Anthony enough. So let me just, since we're figuring this stuff out, let me just tell you about Anthony. Anthony goes around and shows up as much as he can at events, records them, and does videos. And I always forget the name, Anthony, of your shows. Do me a favor, drop a tag and a line to it. DC, if you're still in here, as always, drop a tag and a line to yours, please. Or somebody in Orco, we should do that. But anyway, Anthony goes all around recording things. He was the one that Woodward was insulting specifically, and that's because he was smelling the exhaust unit from his fan that he goes around in, not any other thing. Yeah, it was. So anyway, awesome guy. Check out his stuff. He's going to do a thing where he's going to go to all 77 counties, and he wants to visit the grow in all 77 counties. Mm-hmm. And he's going to take video of it, and then he's going to send it off to the governor and go, "This is what the grow looks like in all 77 counties."
That's bad.
So it's a cool project.
Love it.
So if you're a grower and you want to participate in that, reach out to Anthony Smith at Leaf Theory Productions and let him know where you're located. Anthony, drop a line for how they can get by.
Anthony always shows up.
Not always. Not always.
90%.
But he shows up a lot. You know, we can't say always. Always is such a definitive term. Lawyer. Details matter, sir. Details matter. I keep trying to teach you this.
Oh, maybe I'm not a lawyer at heart, you know?
Not yet, but you'll get there. I'm a lawyer at heart, and I'm a good person.
Then you're
not a good person, because I'm a good person.
Because lawyers are the best people.
No, a lot of them are absolute scumbag pieces of crap. Oh, look.
Oh, an invisible
cup.
That's really cool. That's super cool.
Look.
Drink out of your invisible cup.
What? Yes, I'm going to drink out of my invisible cup.
That's really cool. I wonder if Sprite does it. Not quite.
No, if I can see the Sprite. No, it just goes all the way. Mine is completely.
It's because you got the stainless rim.
But it's because this green is like the
same. I'm saying, but your rims stay there, so like you still see the outline of the cup.
Look, he's got a little halo above his head. I mean, he's a hard-working guy. He was painting.
He really was.
So you got a halo for a minute.
Hey, Rob, I don't know there yet. I got 3 yeses to 1 no. And the 1 no is both of us no. So
Was that Jennifer? Both of us know she does not like the background. Okay. All right. Well, I need more votes on the background situation. We got to figure this out. We're really going to do this for real and really do podcasts. And let me ask you this, because I don't want to waste my time doing this. I've been giving you a little preview of some of the things that we'll talk about, the little randomness of it, the stories that we'll go into, and the movies we'll talk about, and I don't know, the Russians that we'll talk about, the Ukrainians killing. By the way, if you did not see this today, the F-16s. The G8 is going on right now in Japan, Hiroshima, Japan. I don't know if you knew that or not. Hiroshima being famous for the first nuclear bomb. You know what the second one was?
Nagasaki.
Nagasaki. Do you know what the name of the plane was that hit Hiroshima?
Oh, I used to know.
Come on.
Go ahead.
The Enola Gay.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know the name of the guy who flew it?
Hmm.
Paul Tibbets. Paul C. Tibbets, actually. Don't know why I remember this stuff, but it just sticks up here. This weird thing. But anyway, they're having the G8 in Hiroshima. I think they're sending a message by having it there about the effects of war.
That's convenient.
Right. I mean, I think that was intentional. And the effects of nuclear war, since the Russians have been, bantering about their potential uses for it. Given the lack of capabilities of, I don't know, running over a ragtag army of Ukrainians in the first couple of days, you start to wonder about the actual arsenal the Russians have. But any nuclear war is a bad nuclear war. So anyway, we are going to give. So what we decided, or what not we decided. So Sweden or Belgium or one of the Eastern European countries was wanting to provide training for F-16s, and they have been. So they pulled some Ukrainian pilots. They've been training them in dual language. So they've been teaching these pilots how to learn English because they've been prepping for the pilots to have to go and learn how to fly an F-16. And so now the British have agreed to start training them how to fly the F-16s. They're going to set up an operational base somewhere or a training site. And we're going to provide training for them to fly F-16s, and we're going to allow other countries to train those. And the interesting thing about it is that it takes the range, the current range of the MiGs that they're flying they shoot a missile is like 50 kilometers, and it takes them up to like 220 kilometers.
Nice.
Yeah. Plus they're far more maneuverable, and frankly, they were already they're better than the Russian fifth generation fighters. Right. Maybe not. They're not better than the fifth generation fighters because they have a much longer firing range. But they're certainly better than the MiGs they're flying around, because all the MiGs are still analog. Running like vacuum tubes type. Yeah, they're running absolutely. Have you seen them?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, go look in the cockpit order. It's all those switches and
We were
everything.
there in National Guard the other day, and that was fun. So we got to see all the F-16s. Me and AJ were over there, and he got to fly the simulator.
Yeah, that's really cool.
It's like each set. They got 4 of them over there, and each one is $5 million a piece.
Wow.
Man, you stand in there, and it's a series of mirrors all around you, and so it creates like a 360. Like you're really in the plane, you're in the real cockpit. You can use all the.
Okay, so that is like a dream of mine. So how do I get to do that?
Let me see if I can make a couple phone calls.
I mean, that is actually, I want you to understand. Like, when I say I grew up like the '80s, Tom Gunn, Tom Cruise, Top Gun, flying the F-16 off the deck. I mean, my goodness, and I love that movie. I'm an absolutely huge fan of that. I've seen it 100 and something times, no doubt. I can quote it. If you watch it with me, you will not enjoy it because I will recite every line. I do that a lot with movies, by the way. Yeah. I have a weird brain. When I'm watching it, I know what they're going to say, but I need to be watching it for my brain to know how to access that part of the brain where it stores that stupid information.
That was pretty cool, man. I mean, like, I've never seen anything like it. You're sitting in. Have you been in an F-16 ever?
No.
Okay, so when you're in you think like it's gonna be tight, right? But you think like you're gonna have room to move. No, there's like the controls here. You do everything with 2 hands, right? And they actually have the helmets that they put on. It puts it puts the information for
The
flying
HUD.
on
Yeah,
the actual
it's
thing.
like a HUD.
Right. And so then you control everything here. They've got what we call a lick light. So they lick the light to turn it on so they can see things inside the cockpit or whatever, and then they lick it to turn it off so they don't have to let go of the controls.
Oh my goodness.
But there's no room for your leg. It's two slots, one slot on this side and one slot on this side that your legs just fit into. There's no like moving around. Your legs go into those slots and then you're stuck right here. I mean, tight. It's tight.
How can somebody? So I have a friend, Keith Wilkerson. His son graduated from the University of Arkansas, and he's flying the F-18s out over in Europe.
Yeah.
He's stationed over there, and man, the pictures and stuff I've seen of his kid flying is amazing. But what I don't understand is how they could be in those things for like 4 or 5 hours, and yeah, you can't move.
Yeah. So the guy was telling me, the colonel who was giving us the tour around, he was telling me that his longest time is like 13 hours because he flew over.
Well, yeah, you can refuel, and they can fly indefinitely.
Can you imagine your legs being stuck into two slots and you can't move left, right, up, down, nothing? You're just in this thing and you're not able to move for 13 hours.
Yeah, because so like
I was like, what happens if your legs cramp? He's like, you got problems. He's like, you better stay hydrated.
Oh, so you have to be hydrated. Do they have a way to drink while they're?
Yeah.
So, but you have DVT, right? So you hear about that on planes where you have no leg room and you don't move your legs enough. You get I don't know, deep vein thrombosis, which forms blood clots in the leg.
Oh, so here's
so like
okay, so they put their flight suit on or whatever, and they got these pants. And when they have two functions. One, I'll tell you.
It does on cheese. I know that. Yeah.
So you when you go to pool and you're pulling
keeps the blood up there.
it compresses your legs and keeps the blood from going.
So you don't pass out. Because in World War II, in Korea, and in Vietnam, they pull a lot of G's and they pass out, and that's not good to pass out while you're flying.
Squeezes your legs.
Yeah.
But and that it like senses, it plugs in, so it senses like when you start to pull it shoots the air into it. But I would imagine that thing can turn off and on periodically.
Probably like
keep you from getting those blood clots.
Yeah, keep all the blood from pooling in your legs. Maybe it rotates and does like this, like a massage chair.
Like somewhat of a massage chair.
Because I'm sorry, but there's no way. Did you ask them about that and how they handled that, and whether it was like the most excruciating thing in the world? Because it just seems so awful.
What, to be in there for so long?
Just to be there for 4 hours not being able to move. I don't know how you could do it.
I mean, he said he got out. He was like spaghetti, just like.
Oh yeah, for sure. But like, are you not miserable while you're in it?
Because they go on those when you see them flying out here, they're going on an hour and a half, little flight or whatever.
Right.
And I'm thinking an hour and a half of that. I'm like, shit.
Right.
That would suck.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. I don't know. What do y'all think? Should we? What about a podcast?
So I feel like you streaming through this restream is throttling the viewership because we only have like 15 or so viewers. We had like 22 at one point.
Yeah, we're not talking about anything. I mean, this is all new, and we've got to
I know, I'm just saying.
Pick up the YouTube channel. By the way, folks, go over and like the YouTube channel. If you've not liked it, Grant, how do they find that?
Meridian Experts. Just search Meridian Experts.
Can you share it in the comments while we're on this thing? So Grant's going to share in the comments on how to go like the Meridian.
I just said when you stream on your page, like automatically a lot of people see it. So I wonder if it's shadowing it because it's through Restream or whatever.
Oh, I wonder. I don't know. Maybe it's just also a bad time. Everybody's going home.
Could be.
It's 5. We should be going home. My wife's going to wonder where I'm at. She's probably hungry about now. Let's text her while I'm doing this.
Meridian Experts. Let's see here.
Oh,
yeah, we're live right now. Let me see how it looks on YouTube. Yeah, here we are.
Okay. Yeah. So I got to do. So will y'all mind real quick? I got to do a Zoom. 1 second.
I'm gonna copy.
And again, we told you that this is just us trying stuff out. So I don't care if I bore you. Hi, Chloe Annabelle. Hey, Chloe, oh, you're in the bath. Oh, you're in a swimsuit. Well, yeah, but I'm not gonna. So I'm currently doing. I'm in the middle of doing a live. How are you? Oh my goodness, how are you? Did y'all have fun? Are y'all having a good sleepover? Yeah. What are y'all gonna do tonight? Okay, well, y'all have fun, okay? And hey, Chloe, if you want to call me on your, you can call me on your other thing anytime you want to, okay? I love you. Bye. Hey, I'll get you your shirt that you wanted, okay? All right, bye, baby.
Is this raining?
Okay, well, there you go. That was me talking to Chloe. She'll call me again later because she'll be playing with her bunnies or doing something and want to talk about something.
Here's another thing I don't like about this is like when you go to it, it's just like hung up on that. So I have to actually hit play in order for it to start going. So maybe we don't do that leaving thing, you know? People just always just playing live.
Yeah, we'll try that on the next time. Anyway, okay, we should probably let these folks go, but we're not.
No. Hey, Rob.
What?
Not what?
No, what? I was reading an email at work. I'm still working. You know me. I'm always working. By the way, folks, if you want to know what happens,
Hey, if you want to know what it's like to work with Ron, you just saw it. You'll be in the middle of a conversation. He's literally in the middle of a live right now, and he just stops talking and just stares at his phone. And then whenever you start talking, it doesn't change. He'll just, and he looks at his phone and he smiles at it and he thinks about what he's typing.
yeah, Grant says I'm very expressive when I'm typing. Like you can tell what kind of mood I'm in when I'm typing. Apparently, I make faces when I type.
Had I not broken that concentration, he would have sat there for the next 10 minutes typing on live. And that's how that would have gone.
Jackie emailed me something very important.
More important than all these beautiful people, though?
Yes, because it's for them, and I'll tell them about it later. Yes, it absolutely is more important than yes, it's for everybody that I care about in this industry. So
Okay.
yes, it is
All right.
absolutely ethically important.
All right, well, let's wrap it up then.
Yeah, okay, well, we'll wrap it up. I need to text somebody and ask them.
Okay, guys, I'll wrap it up for you. Ron is tied up texting and emailing, so we're going to call this a day. Thank you, everyone, for coming and helping us sort out our technical problems here. And hopefully I can get this stuff lined up and we can actually go on with a planned out
show. And yeah, we'll stay more on topic and less this freestyle, rap that we did.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay.
We'll write our lines.
All right. Well, I'm not gonna write. No, I don't write speeches. There's a story about that. Ask me about the one time I got disqualified from a speech tournament over. Yeah, I got in trouble.
All right, we'll put that on the next show.
We'll talk to you.
Hey, also comment on here how often we should do this.
Yeah, should it be like once a week,
twice a week, once a week, 3 times a week?
No, God bless.
Too much?
Like we have to
just come up with an hour. Once, 3 times.
Yeah, because it's easy to find an hour most of the time. Like this is we're doing this hour, Grant. We're at 6:14 on a Friday, sir. And our plan was to work on podcasts all day Thursday and Friday.
You want to do something, you'll find a way. If you don't, you'll find excuses.
Okay, that's a good thing. That's a good saying. Way to go. But he opened up a Chinese fortune cookie. Congratulations.
All right, that's it.
It's good wisdom. Fortune cookie wisdom is good wisdom. It's really short, sweet, and it's like you can't really argue about that.
That's right.
Yeah. So I would call it, when I say a fortune cookie.
It's a good thing.
Yeah, it's a good thing. But no, I mean, no. Confucius say. Buddha say.
All right, we're out here. See ya.
Oh, stay safe out there.
Right.
And now.